I don't know about you, but I don't plan on being in bondage again. Amen? Amen. Whom the Son has set free is free indeed. You understand what that means? I'm free indeed. I don't have to wonder about it. I don't have to think about it. If I'll keep my life with Christ right, if I'll keep where I need to be with Him, if I'll keep Him in my thoughts, if I'll continue to pray, if I'll continue to read His Word, guess what? He'll continue to be Lord. Yes. And I'll continue to be free. Amen? Amen. God set you free to show the world that they don't have to live the way they're living. I know you don't see that right now, but I'm telling you the truth. There is a world full of people outside the doors of this church that need to hear that God has set you free. Don't take your freedom lightly. Don't take what Jesus has done for you lightly. Too many people through the years. Seriously. Jesus paid a price, but so have men and women all through the years so that we can have this Bible. All through the years, people on this continent and other continents have had to give their life. What do you think we were fighting for in 1776? What do you think those men were holding that flag up for? Maybe I didn't tell you the rest of the story. Here's the Paul Harvey part of it. The reason that flag meant so much, because they were fighting for a right for freedom of religion. They wanted to be able to serve Jesus in spirit and in truth. And England said, no, you got to serve. No, we want to serve God. And we want to be a nation that serves God. That's why that flag meant so much. Guys, so many people through the years have given their life, have given their blood, so that we could have freedom to worship. Do it. Did you hear me? Gave their life that we could have freedom to worship. So what's holding you back? Don't be in bondage again of the flesh. Let your spirit be free. When you feel like singing, sing. So the back row hears you. When you feel like dancing, because walking just won't do, amen? Do it. Let God be God in your life. Let Him be free. Amen? He wants to be free in your spirit. You know what real freedom is? It's when you're in a dungeon and you're in shackles and you've been beaten and you're praising God and singing hymns. Paul and Silas. That's freedom. You're like, that ain't freedom you're doing. You think those boys felt like they were in bondage? No. They were free. Whom the Son has set free, that's probably what they were singing, is free indeed. Amen. God help us to realize that freedom is something we need to hold precious. I'm going to ask one last question before we go. Are you free? Simple question. Are you free? When I say those words, he who the Son has set free is free indeed. How many of y'all can say, that's me? If you can't say that's me, then I have to say, oh my. Why not? Why not? Why do we live like that when we can be living as free men and women? You know, people come across the borders, they try to get into this country any way they can. Because there's something here. It's called freedom. Guys, that's the way people ought to be doing at the church. Amen. It ought to be, hey man, we can't build churches big enough because so many people want to be what? Free. But when you walk back out the doors of this church and you live your life in bondage again, they're like, well, I can do that at home. We need to show this world that we're free, amen? God, help us this morning, Lord God. And help us, Lord Jesus, to realize what freedom really is. I am free to choose to pray. I am free to read that word. I am free, Lord God, to worship you. No matter where I am or what's going on, Lord God. Through the years, people have been put in prison and in bondage, even killed, Lord God. And yet they were free. They were free. Even in the jail cells, they were free because they knew Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. God, if we have truly been born again, God, let us act like it. Let us live our lives, Lord God, so others desire our freedom. That's what this world desires, Lord God. They desire a little bit of what the United States has, that freedom. God, we as a nation of Christ, Lord God, we need to be showing this world what's more important than that is freedom in Jesus. Freedom to worship. Freedom to live our lives free of slavery, God, of fear, Lord God, and of dread, Lord God, and depression, Lord God. If these things have held us bound, Lord God, and Lord Jesus, we know who we are. God, we don't have to be held in depression. We have been set free. the Son has set us free. Let us live like it. Let us act like it. Let us remember that freedom. Pray, God, give us strength to live as free men and women in Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. Please stay and eat with us. We got all kinds of food. I brought a ham in. It's so heavy. It's about to make my arms stretch out. So, we need somebody to pray over the food. Do I have a volunteer to pray over the food? Sister Loma, would you mind praying over the food? Sister Loma's going to pray over our food before we go.
Dear Father, thank you for us being gathered here together in your name. Thank you for the food you provided. Thank you for the love and the edification and the friendships developed within the church. May all your brothers and sisters, children, enjoy the meal that's set before us and help our bodies.